Hey Libra, hope you're doing fantastic. Libra, let's see what's going on for you. Judgment. Judgment is looking back and forgiving yourself and forgiving others. So the thing with judgment is this is a time to say, you know what, you may have screwed up or I may have screwed up or whatever happened, but this is the learning curve. I'm not pointing the finger anymore. I'm not angry. Doesn't mean that everything's all said and done. Doesn't mean that you guys are coming back together and you know, coming full circle yet. And they said yet, just FYI. So it doesn't mean that, you know, the past is coming back to fruition. This just talks about all the information you need is now given to you. And some of you may say, I haven't heard from this person ever. Like, how could you say that? But those are things that are in your face as well, right? If somebody hasn't talked to you in months and months and months, maybe that's a sign to move on. And then if it comes back around, you go for, you know, you decide or you look into it further from there. So in essence, in other words, the judgment card is accepting your situation, taking responsibility for your future, either moving on or getting back together. If if you have past behaviors you're feeling, you know, not so good about, or they do, this is a time where there's freedom. This is a freedom card, okay? The judgment card is saying releasing, you know, the bacon or whatever on her back, but releasing the dead weight and finding the inner peace and personal growth that can only happen when you fully move on. So Libra, either you're moving on or you're not, but whichever, you're going to feel a sense of release or a sense of relief or a sense of whatever, the weight being removed, just in the fact that you're like on a peaceful plateau. You're good with where you're at or where you're going to be soon. A lot of you have already made up your mind and know where you're going or what's coming. You have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is leaving, abandoning, deciding to end a chapter. Now, it doesn't have to be necessarily ending an entire situation, but the Six of Swords is not looking back right now. The Six of Swords is moving forward, and you know, retreat, this isn't working. So for a lot of you, whatever the situation is with your past, you've decided, I'm not dealing with that right now. I have no plans on looking backwards. I'm looking forward only. So for a lot of you Libras, and this is, I mean, that's it. You're not, there's no chance in heck you would get back together with that person. Now, cross watchers, this can be reversed. This is Libra's read though, so please be kind in the comments. But again, the Six of Swords talks about, you know, where am I going? Definitely not going backwards. Now, the Six of Swords can also be travel. It can also be traveling somewhere. So you may be, you know, heading on a trip somewhere. For some of you, it feels like business. But again, this is leaving the past behind and it's making life changes. And it's time to, you know, collect your thoughts and figure out where you're going. But unfortunately, for a lot of you, that's not back to the past at this moment. The next card you have is your feelings, how you're feeling, excuse me, coming into the month. So anything you're feeling, any emotions, anything internal, mentally, and you have the Queen of Wands. This is survival. The Queen of Wands is somebody who's full of ferocity, very magnetic. People are drawn to this person. And also just, you know, queen or king of your domain. I don't apply sex to the cards, but the Queen of Wands is talking about, you know, daring and confident. So Libra, for the first time in a long time, this is your confidence is just killing it. You're like on this, you know, this bacon isn't gonna hold me down. I'm not carrying this dead weight around. And that's not being mean. That's not saying that somebody you once loved is dead weight, but the energy, the animosity, the guilt, the different things that go along with it can be, and therefore for holding you back from better excursions. I mean, I would say, well, maybe, you know, you're just waiting to see, or maybe something from the past. But I mean, this is like all these three cards in the very beginning of the read are talking about releasing something from the past that isn't working. The next card you have is your distant past, which is past 10 years. It could be, this is your distant past over the past 5-10 years, could be throughout your childhood. Now, the Fool card is something you haven't done in a long time. The universe is saying, now's the time, Libra. This is something you haven't done. The Fool card is the beginning of the major arcana, new cycle, leap of faith. Where are we going? You don't know where you're going. You don't have the path, but you don't care. You're like, I'm going anywhere. I'm going anywhere but here. That's what they just said, literally anywhere but here. Whatever here has been for you, whatever has been holding you back, whatever toxicity you've been dealing with, it like now, it's now or never. Like Libra, go for it. Whatever it is you want, whatever it is you're feeling, whatever it is you're looking for, love, career, whatever floats your boat. The universe is saying, look, in the past, it's always about other people. It's always about, and yeah, of course, it'll still be about your kids and your fur babies and different things like that. But this Fool card coming out is talking about, this is like a resurrection of a lifetime, Libra. The Fool card is saying, what are you waiting for? It doesn't freaking matter where you're going, as long as you're happy when you get there, or as long as you know, packed enough food for the trip, some water maybe. The next card you have is your your immediate past over the past few weeks, past month or two. I can't explain it. I haven't had this energy surge in a read in a while when it comes to charging forward and everything just saying, what are you waiting for, Libra? There's things laying ahead that are going to be instantaneous, and then things that are going to take some work, but like move forward. The energy is so, it's like I can't even talk straight. I can't even think straight. I'm like over the moon. The Chariot card comes out for your immediate past. The Chariot card is Cancer's card, so you could be dealing with a Cancer, have Cancer placements in your chart. Cancer. I'm all over the place. I want to cry and laugh and sing and all these things all at once. The Chariot card talks about forward momentum. This is self-identification. This is talking about really figuring out who you are. And fuck, Libra, you're figuring it out. You're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're starting to understand who you are, what you deserve, where you're going, where you should be going, where you want to keep on heading. The Chariot card is an ultimate, you're coming home, baby. You're coming home. There's celebrations. And when I say coming home, I mean the Chariot charges forward, does what it needs to do, engages in battle, recovers from battle, picks people up along the way, helps people, you know, sometimes a bumpy road, sometimes smooth sailing, and then in the end, you arrive and people cheer you on. There are some big things coming for you, Libra. Big things. They're allowing me to relax a little bit now. The next card you have, why did I know that this would pop out at some point? The next card you have is your distant future. So over the next few months, and you have the Hierophant card, which is Taurus card, so you could have Taurus placement in your chart. But the Hierophant card is self-improvement. This is, what am I doing? Where am I going? Where do I see myself? The Hierophant card is embracing learning, becoming the best you can be. The Hierophant talks about being wise, but also understanding that something bigger is at play here for you. Something huge is at play for you here. Big, big, big at play for you here. The Hierophant card talks about the universe is going to show you exactly where you need to go, or you need to hone in on your instincts and figure out when your instincts are telling you something. Now, Librans are very good at, you know, seeing or like feeling things, but not necessarily always following them or adapting or putting them into a connection or understanding where they go, where they're leading, what the meaning is behind them. But this Hierophant is going to take you for a major ride over the next 2 months. Understand that. Like, this is pure bliss coming your way. The next card you have is your immediate future. So over the next few months, or over the next few weeks throughout January, geez Louise. Now, I knew this was coming as well, because there's still ties to be cut. There's still somebody who's kind of like hanging around. There's somebody that you've been kind of like, I'm not sure how to cut this off. Maybe a few people. Could be family, could be friends. For a lot of you, it's going to be a lover or a past person. The Five of Swords is a fear of victory. This is dishonor or defeat. This is something where, you know, we've tried it over and over and unfortunately it's not going to work. Or, you know, you keep telling me, past person, that you love me, you miss me, you want me, all of the above, but it's not working. Nothing's coming to fruition. It's not happening. And you're finally leaving and they're going, oh crap. But here's the kicker of it all, Libra, is they're going, oh crap. And they've spent all this time trying to convince you, or maybe not even that, maybe they're just kind of checking in and out occasionally. They're not running towards you anymore. Or even if they are, it's so obvious to you that you're not going to get what you want out of the situation at this time. I'm not saying it couldn't be in the future or that this is forever, but it's as if you know it and they know it. There's no hiding this. There's no, it's like, let's stop pretending that we're going anywhere, because right now I'm leaving and I'm not looking back. The next card you have is something tangible throughout the month. I knew this would pop up too, to a certain extent, or something along this line, because you have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is charity. The Six of Pentacles is a generous, you know, somebody being very generous, but charity. Don't do this, Libra. Don't do this. And this is entertainment purposes only, so people can get on here and get mad and be like, you're telling my boyfriend or my girlfriend not to. No. Here's the thing. What I'm saying is, this isn't charity. This isn't a charity case. You're not a charity case. They're not a charity case. Whatever's going on here, be nice, be cordial. Hey, you know, we had a great time. Hey, we loved each other a lot. Hey, no judgment from me, no judgment from you. We're good. We're golden. We're getting past that. But the Six of Pentacles is saying, I mean, they're literally saying in my head, you know, don't do it. Don't look back. Don't, like, if there's been too many times that things have been said that there were going to be changes, and you got to see it to believe it, and that hasn't happened. The next card you have is anything you're feeling throughout the month. Could be through the beginning, middle, end. You have the 6. Notice you have 6, 6, 6, and no, that's not bad. It's not. It doesn't have to be the devil. You have 5s here too. The 6 of Wands, though, is success, achievement, pride. Look, at the end of the day, Libra, you're at that precipice of, I'm strong, independent, capable, going to make the right decisions based on what's going to make me happy, my family happy, my fur babies happy, the people around me happy. The 6 of Wands is, I'm not asking for too much. I just want to feel good. I just want to feel passionate. I just want to feel successful in what I do. And something's held you back for so long that let it be. Make peace with it. Make peace with it and then say goodbye. The next card you have your hopes and fears for the outcome of the month. You have the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords is a decision, a big time decision. This is not a small decision. This is a choice between 2 people, 2 careers, 2 places. You get my drift. This is you almost counteracting. And again, this is hopes and fears. So this isn't, you know, something tangible that's going to happen. But your worry is, did I make the right choice? What if I made the right? What if I should have? This is going to add to confusion. You are on a roll. You are on a roll for greatness. That pure bliss I was talking about. Don't supersede yourself in this. Don't. Please do not take away from the confidence you built, the mindset that you're obtaining. Some of you have had like just ups and downs, major depression, major anxiety, major unsettled restlessness, you name it. Now you can finally find your peace. Let's not upheave it. And your outcome is the Death card, which is an amazing card. It's not a physical death. The Death card is rebirth, transformation, changes. This is big time changes, Libra. This is not, I went and got my haircut. I say this when I see this card all the time. Great, you got your haircut. I love getting a fresh haircut. Or people get their nails done, or they go to the gym, or whatever. I'm losing 20 pounds. I'm doing great. But this is a transformation that's like a life decision. This is a cutting out, maybe you stop smoking, or, you know, maybe you've decided to love yourself more than being treated like dirt, or maybe you've uprooted and you're going to move, or you're going to change careers, or you're going to do this, that, and the other. The Death card is so full of things are going to be amazing. Things are going to transform in my life. And guess who's responsible for that? Guess who actually makes those changes? You do, Libra, which is even more fascinating, because this is not somebody pushing you or making you or you feeling obligated to it. You're actually doing it because you want to do it. You know, it's the right thing to do, and you're doing it for you and those around you that you love and that support you and that you support. The other thing is the Death card is Scorpio's card. So some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio or have Scorpio placements in your chart. Just throwing that out there. Now, it's clarified by the Hermit card and the Ace of Swords. The Hermit card is Virgo's card. So you could have Virgo placements in your chart or be dealing with a Virgo. But it's interesting because the Hermit card is saying you're raising your vibration. This is raising your vibration above any type of anxiety, depression, etc. Because the Hermit card is somebody who goes within and is withdrawn, but only when they need to. It's like it's almost like taking a nice big bath, okay? I can't resist. I'm doing that too. It's like taking a nice bath and the calm you feel. And that's what the Hermit is. The Hermit is going inside like a man or woman cave and closing yourself and wrapping yourself in love and energy and spirituality and feeling amazing and feeling great. But then you have this Nine of Swords, and that's why you're needing the Hermit here. It's kind of like supporting each other, because the Nine of Swords is the anxiety. It's the weight of the world on your shoulders. But the thing with this is such an internal card. This is a mental state. This is saying, look, Libra, you're scared of things that haven't even happened and may never happen. You're always worried about the shoe, the other shoe dropping, or, all your spiders or whatever those things are in the air, and one of them dropping. But the Hermit card is saying, no, you've got this, Libra. You will handle this. You can see things clearly now. It's almost like 2021 has woke you. And yes, I know we're still all going through a bunch of stuff, and the pandemic and all that's still real. I get all of that. But the Ace of Swords is saying you see things clearly now. You see things in a way that are going to enlighten you and lift you up. And you realize again that you're doing this. And I know you may be like, oh, Dark Dove, give me a break. But no, that's the beauty in this, is when we do it ourselves and we pull ourselves out of that mud and that thick and that can't breathe and that wanting to sob and that just like that feeling of, oh my God, it makes me want to just pull my pillow and cry right now. That feeling of helpless and sick of everything and tired. And you pull yourself out of that fucking mud and you come out and you smell like molasses, or you at least get really good minerals from the mud, and now your skin is like impeccable. You get my point. You did it on your own, or you're doing it. You're doing this without 53 other people telling you what they think you should do or shouldn't do. And it's bliss. It's amazing. Pure bliss, Libra, and you deserve it. The next card you have is the Emperor card. And this is clarifying over this good old Hierophant that's telling you to learn. Where's your Emperor, Libra? This is what you deserve. Don't look back. At least for now, don't look back. And y'all don't get in my comments and start telling me that I'm making your Libra leave you, because there's already issues there. So please. But the Emperor card, I get emails from people and they're like, my so-and-so must have left because you said so. Now, get a grip. If you got stuff going on, you got stuff going on. You can manage it all on your own. We're all adults here. The Emperor card, though, is exactly what you deserve, Libra. This is what you've been waiting for. This is your future. This is what's coming. The Emperor card is a man or woman coming towards you who has the dignity, the emotional balance, the stability that you deserve and treasure. And the reason I said I have to take this is these both came out at the same time. And you have the Star card, which is Aquarius's card. Could be dealing with an Aquarius or have Aquarius placements in your chart. But they told me to take it. I'm taking it because you fucking deserve it. And the Star card is faith. It's hope. It's everything you could possibly imagine and more. Like literally everything you could possibly imagine and more. Like this is you that cliche saying, I shot for the moon but I landed among the stars. That's what the Star card is. It's hope. It's inspiration and knowing that something is coming your way and putting the work into it. You have the Beaver coming out as your closing card. And this is literally, I put the work into it. I know what I deserve. I know. And you put the work into a lot of things. But for the first time ever, you're putting work into, not for the first time ever. A lot of you have done this over and over and over, but not truly done it, because there's always been this charity case hanging around. And again, it doesn't have to be a person. It can be other things as well. It could be, it could be substances. It could be like, whatever. You get my point. At the end of the day, this Beaver is talking about work, putting the work in. And Libra, guess what? A lot of you have put that freaking work in. And now it's going to pay off in amazing ways. in amazing, amazing ways, Libra. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.